State Rep. Dan Johnson's death is a suicide. Coroner's office says authorities had reopened a UAL assault investigation against him after reports CNN a Kentucky lawmaker accused of UAL assaulting a teenage girl in 2013 killed himself Wednesday, officials say, a day after he denied the allegations. Republican State Rep. Dan Johnson, 57, was found dead of a single gunshot wound near Mount Washington, Bullitt County Coroner Dave Billings said. Johnson drove onto a bridge in a rural area southeast of Louisville, parked and shot himself in front of his car, Sheriff Donnie Tinnell told CNN affiliate WDRB. Billings ruled Johnson's death a suicide on Thursday after an autopsy, Deputy Coroner Clayton Brunson said. Shortly before his death, Johnson posted a rambling message on social media, denying the UAL assault allegations and urging his family to stay strong for his wife. Relatives became concerned after seeing the post and reached out to law enforcement, who pinged Johnson's phone and later discovered his body, according to Billings. Billings said he was called to the scene around 7:30 p.m. Authorities discovered Johnson's body in front of his truck and a .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun nearby, he said. CNN has reached out to the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office and the Kentucky Governor's Office but has not heard back. Investigation reopened just 24 hours before his death. Johnson denied UAL assault allegations detailed in a lengthy investigation by the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting. His accuser said the alleged UAL assault took place in the early hours of New Year's Day in 2013 when she was 17, according to the center's explosive investigative report published Monday. The accuser, identified as Miranda Richmond, is now 21. CNN's policy is not to name victims of UAL assault or rape unless they make their names public. Richmond said she was staying in a living area of Louisville's Heart of Fire Church where Johnson was pastor, when he drunkenly kissed and fondled her underneath her clothes, according to the investigative report. She reported the incident to authorities in April 2013, and the Louisville Metro Police Department opened an investigation but closed it without charging Johnson, according to the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting. The center got its hands on police documents about the accusations and interviewed Richmond, leading to its story on how Johnson allegedly forced himself on her when she was a teenager. Johnson denied the allegations, a day after the center published its report, saying Richmond was motivated by his political opponents. This allegation concerning this young girl absolutely has no merit, he said. As a matter of fact, some of this I heard yesterday for the first time as I read the story. The same day Johnson held a news conference, the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting confirmed that Louisville detectives reopened the investigation. Social media post Johnson posted a message on his Facebook page Wednesday evening, saying the accusations are false and only God knows the truth. The post appears to have been deleted. God and only God knows the truth. Nothing is the way they make it out to be. America will not survive this type of judge and jury fake news. Conservatives take a stand, his post read. I love God and I love my wife, who is the best wife in the world. 911-2001 NYCWTC, PTSD 247 16 years is a sickness that will take my life, I cannot handle it any longer. Johnson had claimed he helped give the last rites to victims of the September 11, 2001, attacks, according to the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting. Officials mourn Johnson. The report of the alleged UAL assault was not the first time Johnson made national headlines. He won the 49th District State House race in Kentucky last year despite his Facebook posts that compared then-President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama to monkeys. At the time, he shunned calls for him to drop out of the race and ultimately won the election. Fellow lawmakers mourned his death Wednesday night. Saddened to hear of tonight's death of CI Representative Dan Johnson, Gov. Matt Bevin tweeted Wednesday night. Republican Sen. Rand Paul tweeted HES praying for Johnson's loved ones. Just terrible news from Kentucky tonight on the passing of Rep. Dan Johnson, he said Wednesday. I cannot imagine his pain at the heartbreak his family is dealing with tonight. Michael Scola, president of Louisville Public Media, which runs the Kentucky Center for Investigative Reporting, expressed sadness at his death and said it grieves for his loved ones. Our aim, as always, is to provide the public with fact-based, unbiased reporting and hold public officials accountable for their actions, he said in a statement. As part of our process, we reached out to Representative Johnson numerous times over the course of a 7-month investigation. He declined requests to talk about our findings. Johnson's funeral service will be held Monday at the Heart of Fire Church. CNN's Chris Boyett, Dave Alsup and Deanna Hackney contributed to this report.